Hello, my boy. Hi. Oh, hello, my baby. You good? I'm just going to tidy, sweetie. Your dad is so messy when he builds. This is a piece of wood. That's better. Right, that's better.
Battery's not working, Mama.
Yeah, it's because the battery's in the leaf blower, my boy.
It's a really big day here on the farm. More about that a little bit later. But first, Crusoe and I have got to hop in the car and drive over to our local hardware store to pick up some step ladders so that we can make this afternoon's job a whole lot easier. Crusoe's been hanging out with his mum all morning, wandering around and doing bits and bobs, little chores here and there. So I'm going to go and get him, take him to the shops with me and let Tara have the morning off. Crusoe down there.
Yes, indeed.
Come on, Crusoe, we got to go. To do what? You want to have a Rockstar Ice lolly? Okay. We got.
Might just be played by a 2-year-old.
Really?
So it's just said I'm not coming
Okay.
unless we're going to get a Rockstar Ice lolly.
Is it? We got to go get some step ladders, Crusoe. All right. I'm heading out. I'll take the boy with me. You can have some time out this morning, and I'll be back in a couple of hours, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to
I'll try and have a surprise ready for you when you get back.
Oh, I
That's
like
my
surprises. I like surprises.
I don't know if I can do it, but that's my plan.
What are you thinking? Are you working down here?
Yeah.
Is it?
They were going to the
Very good. We'll see. Yeah, you want your Rockstar Ice lolly. Okay. Do you want to tell me what you're going to do, or are you just going to crack on and do it?
I'm just going to crack on and do it, I think, if that's okay.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we think, folks?
I think laughing at me is a bit rude.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm curious about what you're going to do down here. What could be. Anyway, good.
Good.
I got you a tripod.
Off you go then.
Catch you later. I'll leave this down here, will I? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Nice ladders, please.
Nice ladders. Big ones.
Big ones.
All right. I'm excited for this afternoon, folks. It's going to be great. Well, actually, I've literally been waiting. How long have we been here now? Just over a year, isn't it? I've been waiting just over a year for what's going to happen this afternoon. I'm so excited.
Me too.
I know Crusoe's totally thrilled as well. Crusoe? Except really all he wants is a Rockstar ice dolly. Anyway, all right, that sounds like Sawyer. I'm going to head off and pick up a set of ladders.
Nice.
And you're going to fiddle around.
Yeah.
Okay, are you playing with some wood?
Get out of here.
Just curious, guys, just curious. All right.
Go away.
See you later.
Bye.
So whilst Tara's down here helping me build this outside kitchen, it's actually given me a bit of extra free time to go and do other things. This week's sponsor is Wise, formerly known as TransferWise. I've been using those guys forever. They basically make moving money from one currency to another currency super fast, super easy, and very, very cheap. In fact, when we purchased the property here in Portugal, we used Wise to transfer our money from the UK to the Portuguese bank account. It was really, really simple. So you guys probably tell I'm pretty excited about this sponsor. That's because I know how useful it's been to me. And the way that I came across Wise in the first place was my traditional UK bank was asking huge fees to transfer money to buy this place here in Portugal. Wise was literally a fraction of that cost. Wise offer a standard bank account with standard things like a debit card. This one's mine right here. In addition to that, they're going to offer you 40 different currencies to exchange your money through at the best possible rates, which basically means if you're an expat, a student living abroad, or you're just going on holiday, you're going to be able to save yourself money and also stress. I trusted Wise with the biggest financial transaction of my entire life when I moved our money from the UK over to here in Portugal to buy this property. They did it fast and safely without any stress or confusion whatsoever. It was a huge relief and I saved a whole bucket load of money too. So if you, like me, enjoy easy banking and super cheap fast transfers, click on the links in our description below where new customers to Wise will get a £500 free transfer for their first transfer, and you'll be able to open your account for free too. Once again, thanks so much to Wise for not just making our lives super easy and feeling safe, but also for sponsoring this video. Click on the link below.
Right, so let's get to work. I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod. Right, home alone. And what's the plan? I'm not being overly ambitious this morning because obviously, well, this is kind of John's baby. I wouldn't want to branch off too far creatively. I don't really know how to do that anyway. So what I thought I would do was use the time I've got while the boys are away to carry on with some of the banisters that John's been building. They're fairly straightforward and quite an easy cut of all the kind of same size wood with these little battens. I did some for him before when he started doing these banisters, and I used the circular saw when I helped him build the chicken coop, and also built my own little table for the greenhouse, if you remember. So I know how to use this machine. It's a really easy cut, it's a really easy job, and it's just a staple gun into the wood. They may be famous last words, but I'm really hopeful that by the time John gets back from the shops, I've at least got the banister done at the top of that staircase leading up to what will be the kitchen and dining area. And let's see how we get on. Right, so over here. This is the right stuff. Yeah, okay, so there's a pack of that, that's good. Alrighty, let's get these opened up. And a half. I understand why John keeps a pencil behind his ear. I don't think my ears are shaped right. Anyway. Put stickers on things that are irritating to get off. Okay, so just looking at this banister in front of me, it's got 10 little battens. So I'm going to cut 10 of these to start, and then figure out a way to measure the gaps in between to make sure they're all even. Oh gosh, it's really turning out to be a bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, let's just get started. It's going to be fine, folks. It's going to be fine. Like John always says, everything can be fixed. Doesn't this thing have a... Let's try again, shall we? Right, let's go check that. Make sure it's the right length before I get carried away. There you go. That's 10. Right, let's go see if we can get them into place. I actually think this is better off on the shelf. Then I can plug it in and reach the staple over. That's all good. Now, what I know I need, because I've seen John do it before, is a spacer so that these gaps are all the same. Not that one. So the gaps between this banister are a lot smaller than the ones over there. So I'm going to go with this one because this piece of wood works. Can't think that there's much in it really. So, do I space them out differently and get a different spacer? That'd probably be smart, right? It doesn't look like John's been all that uniform with his spacing anyway. Maybe that spacer was a bit wide for this particular banister. How's that looking? I used to do, I remember at high school we had a fashion and fabrics class. And our teacher always used to tell us to use our mathematical eye when we were tacking, so we didn't have to measure all the stitches. And I always think of her when I'm doing stuff like this and using my mathematical eye. Her name was Mai Turemba, which in Shona means doctor, Mrs. Doctor. I can't say I love fashion and fabrics, but I kind of wish I'd paid a bit more attention now. I may have a few more life skills that would have actually come in handy. Right, I'm not winning on the wood pile, and I've just been having a play, and I actually think even one less spindle, taking it down to 7, and gaps a little bit wider than that would be best. So I'm going to make my own spacer. Gosh, John would be so proud. Right. I think there's another ½ centimetre on that actually. Slightly bigger block. How's that? I think that's all right. Got a few nails in it, but yeah. Okay, if we're going to be critical, the gaps down this side are definitely wider than the gaps down there. I'm going to use a bit of artistic license here though and say that it's like as you go up the journey of the stairs, it gets wider, so it's like leading you up. Do you think I'll get away with that? I'm going to say I'm going to get away with it. I mean, it's not exactly complex carpentry, but I think I'm quite pleased with that. This whole place really starts to take shape. Sorry, let me fix my hair. We had a lot of fun building that roof the other day and I think we have a plan. So maybe this afternoon or tomorrow we'll carry on with trying to get that roof sorted. It's really cool as you walk down to be able to see the shingles in place. They're not pinned obviously, but to get a sense of what this place is going to look like with that kind of very light shingle roof over it. I think it's just going to be so beautiful. And it's just a real shame that it's had to slow down so much, because I think it means that we're not really going to have this finished obviously for this summer, because really the summer's kind of in its final chapter, isn't it, before the autumn starts creeping in. I already feel like the evenings are drawing in a little bit earlier and we don't have to wait till 10 o'clock to put the chickens to bed. So seasons are shifting slightly, or will be anyway soon. So anyway, it's a really fun project, and you know, as long as it takes is as long as it takes. We'll get there in the end. Anyway, for those of you who've been here since my first bit of carpentry and my greenhouse table build, I hope it's been a lot less terrifying to watch this time. I wasn't pointing the nail gun at me while pressing the button, so I certainly felt a lot safer. Hi, my boy. Hello. That means Daddy's back too. Did you have fun at the shop? Did you get a ladder?
Yeah.
Where is it? Okay. Best to go check on the ladder. Oh, actually, it's just occurred to me that we have some pretty big news coming up in a couple of weeks. And no, for those of you asking, I'm not pregnant, but it's got everything to do with this building and this hill. More about that soon though. So keep your ears open. For now, ladders.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, my love.
Ladders.
I see that. Crusoe's just been down to tell me.
What do you think?
Yeah, nice.
Big enough?
They look massive.
Yeah.
Good work.
They were on discount as well, so.
Yeah, we always like that. Good.
Shall we do it now or shall we do it later?
Let's do it later.
Okay.
When it's not so hot.
Yeah.
I also have something to show you.
What?
Well, I've been busy this morning.
Have you?
But
Okay.
I'll show you
Oh,
later.
down on the deck?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and have a look.
Okay, we'll show you later though.
All right.
I want to get out the sun.
Okay. Let's do that. Good morning, everybody, and what a lovely morning it is again here on the farm. Last night, Tara and I spent a good couple of hours sat down on the deck. What a lovely job she did on that banister. Somehow, that part of the deck, now that it's finished, it kind of almost makes everything feel complete. She took some cushions down there and some pillows, and we've got the whole bench area nice and cozy and all well set up now. It's really lovely. What I especially like about how Tara went about that was she got all the tools down there. She kitted herself out. I was out. I can't remember where I went now, but I was out with Crusoe just buying some ladders. More about that in just a second. And Tara went down there and built that banister, those spindles, all on her own, just off the back of a couple of short carpentry lessons that I'd been giving her. Maybe one day in the future I should go into the kitchen or up here to the vegetable garden and she could give me a little bit of a tutorial on the other half of the farm. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe even I should do a clothes change like she did in a couple of episodes ago. That would be a complete laugh. Can you imagine me coming down with my, flicking my hair around in a dress? That'd be a bit weird. But anyway, to the ladders. Today is going to be great fun, and I know Crusoe has been looking forward to this day immensely. Well, pretty much all summer. Where is the little man? I'll just go and find him. Might actually be pretty tricky to get Crusoe to come and do this job, even though he's been looking forward to it massively. He's got some friends over at the moment. Lysander's with him, and they're on the trampoline. And the balance of excitement might be leaning in favour of his mate and the trampoline. We'll see.
And where's my friend going?
He's going down to the lawn and so he can play with a football. But we're going to go and pick some apples. What do you think?
That's mine.
Okay.
My friend.
not wobbly anymore. This one.
Yes, sweetie. There's your apple.
2, 3, 4.
So I think John was mentioned yesterday that this feels like we've been waiting for, I don't know, well, since we got to this property for a good crop of apples. What's really, really cool is last year we didn't get very many apples and they didn't look healthy at all, did they, love?
I don't remember even getting one apple that I ate off the
No,
trees.
they were
So
all like, I don't know, they just didn't look good. These trees had just been left, obviously, for 2 decades and we've pruned them this year and this is their first year coming back and I'm so impressed with how they've done. I actually think last year they tasted so horrible that we thought we only had 7 cooking apple trees, but they are eating apples.
yeah, they are.
So I think it was just a case of they just needed to be looked after a bit better. So it's really
my
nice
apple.
to see them flourishing. Some are doing better than others. The one behind you, for example, has got much nicer apples on it. But we've got a nice mix of red and green, some different varieties. So the plan is to try and take
What's that?
a bunch of them off to, I'd like to try and make dried apples
Okay,
in the sun.
okay,
Pick up the ones off the floor for the pig.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
okay.
Look at this one.
Is that standing?
They're standing. Yeah?
Dude.
Good job, buddy. Oh.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I am born this.
Well, me and you, we're going to collect the ones for the pig.
So I'd like to slice some and put them in the sun to dry. We've got a really hot week coming, so it's perfect timing to put some out and make some dried apple rings.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to make it, I think, well, actually, do you know what, darling? I have
What?
a challenge for you.
Okay. Cider.
I've built a banister.
Yes,
I
you
think
have.
you should make an apple crumble.
A moment ago, I was saying that that might be fun.
Daddy,
Do we want to be able to eat it afterwards?
Yes. I have faith in you.
Okay. All right.
You can do it. One of the greatest joys right now is watching the boys come out and pick apples off the trees, or like as we walk up being able to grab an apple, and everybody's just really enjoying them. So there's no sense in taking them all off the tree, because picking apples off the tree to eat during the day is
Do you know?
part of the fun.
Yeah, it's true. So we'll leave a whole bunch of apples on the tree, especially the smaller ones. But one of the things I'm really loving about this year
Another apple pick.
is how ever since the plums came on the trees, the plums were basically the first things, weren't they?
Yeah.
But ever since the plums were on the trees, there's been something for Crusoe to wander around and pick and put in his mouth and eat.
Yeah.
Since then, every day there's been something. So
And he's getting braver with the things he's eating. Like, you know, yesterday he was gnawing on a red pepper, for example. It's
He
really
was,
like,
yeah.
it's a good thing to think that it's not just fruit, it's also vegetables. you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and Sawyer's just taking after him with
Yeah.
loving fruit and just wanting to eat everything in sight. So it's a good thing we're growing lots of food.
I guess that bit of old cement in there, but that's okay. It doesn't matter because the pig isn't going to mind too much about that. Come on in, Crusoe. Let's get started.
Put them in the barrel for the pig.
Also, one of the things I understand about apples on the ground, falling on the ground around the tree, is they've got some sort of a chemical inside them that as they decompose, they stop or they slow down the main tree, the mother tree, from making more apples next year. So picking them up off the ground is a good idea. And the reason why an apple would want to do that is it's in shelter, it's in shade, it doesn't want that apple tree, the mother apple tree, to survive. It wants to grow itself, life wants to live. And so having less fruit on this tree would be better for that apple, I think.
That's for
Anyway.
the pig. Perfect. Crusoe's very good at this.
Right, there we go.
There's a pig, Mummy.
Come on.
Well done, buddy. Look, I love my ladder. It's even got a shelf for my basket.
That's great.
Is that one for the pig? Yeah. Good job.
That was a rock, Crusoe.
pig, Daddy.
That's for the pig, yeah. Well done.
What a...
Those ones are really beautiful. Look at that. They do have little, something's definitely biting them and crawling in, but that's okay. Cut those into apple rings, put them in the sun, get some sun-dried apples. I don't know if that's the thing. I need to ask my source of all knowledge, Google.
Where are we
But
going to go now?
otherwise, I do have my dehydrator, so we could do it in there. Leave those ones on the tree, I think. Let's go around the other side.
Yeah, it's for the pig.
That. That. So many apples.
Even better.
Daddy, no.
What's that?
One up there. What's up there?
Oh, there's one up there. You're right. Can you reach it?
They're coming me.
There we go. You got it? Put it in the wheelbarrow. Great job, Crusoe. Well done, you.
Where's the now one, Daddy? Where's the now one?